Hey guys, it's Plerbz here, and today I'm back with a new video. So this series kinda is being redone. This is the HTML and CSS series. So I'm kinda redoing the entire series from almost scratch. So basically all I require from you is to be able to know how to download Notepad++. Hopefully I'll put that in the description below. So this is basically somewhere where you want to get to at the end of this tutorial series. So we're gonna start from essentially scratch. So we're gonna start with something new. So for HTML and CSS, the previous part of the series was done by someone else, and there was no description, not enough description that I thought was needed. So for these videos, it's gonna be shorter, but I'm just gonna focus on one thing each time. It'll probably be a 20 part, maybe a little bit less, and then after that we're gonna go into just creating a bunch of different type of websites, hopefully, and go into JavaScript. So to start off, we're gonna go with basic HTML. So you go and type that out. So it's very simple. They use these keys. So these keys over here, these keys are basically all that they use for HTML. So the very basic is HTML right here. So this is HTML, and this basically ends it. So the slash key basically ends the entire code, and everything within this is HTML. So inside, I'm gonna press tab there and add head. So basically head means it's at the top, it's at the very top, and what I want to put up top. So the reason why I use tab is so that it's easier, it looks more organized, and you could see which part of the line of codes that you're in. So now we're gonna add a title. So titles are pretty useful. They're basically where you're gonna see at the very top. So as you can see, for Skyliner Core, it's Skyliner Core. So I'm gonna write title and end it off in the same line. So basically, it doesn't matter when you start it, as long as you end it at some point. So right now I'm gonna save it. So you're gonna have to learn how to save your files to the correct format, and Notepad++ is very good at this. They have a lot of different types that that you're able to save in, but for our usage, it's gonna be HTML, so hypertext markup language, right there. If you can't find it, just press H, and you're gonna see the second one underneath, and there's only two options out of there, and I'm gonna do tutorial. So now if I go to my desktop over here, I can see this is tutorial, and I can click it, and it will show up on my browser, and there you go. At the top it says title. So basically, title is the title up top. So you won't be able to see it right now, so I'm gonna drag it down here, and you can see it says title right there. And the reason why I do it this way is because I have multiple tabs. It's just a lot easier not to see a bunch of certain things that I have on, such as my Facebook. So that's the title. It basically shows the top. You could change it to whatever you want. So you could write, let's say I want to change it to dogs. So I refresh and pull it down to show it to you guys. So basically this is dogs right here, and of course you can see the page is essentially blank, and that is something we're gonna solve right now. Might as well. So we're gonna end the head, so it's no longer gonna be the head. So I'm gonna use slash and head, which basically ends it. And now I'm going into the body. So the body is basically the big chunk, just like human body. There's a head, there's a body, and there's a foot. So right now there's the body. So in the body, what we use is paragraphs and a bunch of formatting codes. But if I write something here right now, so let's say I write dogs are cool and save that. If I refresh, that's gonna show on the screen. So it doesn't matter if I write anything here with anything before. However, since I kind of want to make it look better, I'm gonna start using a little bit more complicated thing called formatting codes. So basically, if I do H1, then and I say dog, and I save that. When I refresh, dog is gonna be a lot bigger. Now if I change to H2, you can see from this dog, it starts shrinking. So essentially, it goes from 1 to 5, and the lower the number is, the bigger it is. So I'm gonna use H1, and of course, you always have to end it if you want to do anything else. So I'm gonna end it there, and then now I'm gonna teach you something else, which is paragraphs. So there's splits between paragraphs, and to start off, you just do a P in between these two, and you're gonna start writing a paragraph. So let's do some long line of code like I like dogs because they are nice. Also, and also because they play with me. There. So when you see what I did there, it all happens in one line. So that's what we're going to learn next time. These are really brief videos, daily videos. And I'm going to end it off with a /p. So it's always good practice to always end your things off so it doesn't get all clustered. It's in a controlled space. So this is basically a paragraph. This is all within H1. This is the title. This is the head. This is the HTML document, and of course, I need to end it with body. So this is basic things. You might have seen on the other video, but you can see that there's a kind of gap here, and that's to split between a paragraph and just plain text. So that's basically it. I'm gonna go more in depth into a little bit of web stuff. So on a web page, there's a lot of things that you could do. You could see on the other one, you could add pictures, you could add whatnot, and hopefully I could get into as much as possible so that you can start creating your own website, like I'm trying to work on myself. That's basically it for this tutorial. I'm gonna go into a little bit more stuff every single time a new video comes out, hopefully daily, if not just every single time. So keep watching, like the video if you think it helped or you like the series, comment if you have any questions even though it's that simple, or you could also comment that it helped you. So thanks for watching.